How we doing today, everybody? Okay, so we got a new video. It shows Hoodie Guy, Kaylee and Maddie walking down the sidewalk. I'm guessing they're going to the food truck. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna analyze it, and we're gonna see what Law and Crime has to say about this, and we're gonna react to it. Let's go. Let's take a look. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go.
Scene piece of video of Kaylee Gonsalves and Maddie Mogan in the hours before they were murdered comes to light. What could it mean for the case? Newly released surveillance video shows Kaylee Gonsalves and Maddie Mogan in the hours before they were murdered, and they're with a man who's been heavily scrutinized online.
That man is Hoodie Guy from the food truck, which is most likely Jack D.
I'm Anjanette Levy, and welcome to Law and Crime's Sidebar podcast. This piece of surveillance video is from the early morning hours of November 13th, and it shows Kaylee and Maddie walking down the street with a man who's come to be known as Hoodie Guy, and he has been heavily scrutinized online despite the police.
I mean, I say it's most likely Jack D, number one, because the shoes, number two, because the jacket, number three, because he's the same height, and number four, Jack always wears that black hat backwards, unless he's got his hood up. And you can see right here, his hood's down, so he's got his hat backwards.
Saying that this guy is not part of the murder investigation. They don't believe he is involved. This piece of video was released by a Facebook group, first to Fox News Digital and later to News Nation.
And just so we're clear, I don't care, I don't know if Jack's involved or not. I'm just saying he's probably the guy that was at the food truck. That's all I'm saying.
We have requested the video from the Facebook group, and so far they have not released it to us. So let's take a look at this video clip that also has audio of Kaylee and Maddie talking.
What did you say to Adam? I told him everything. What do you guys think that means? I told Adam everything.
This is what Kaylee Gonsalves' father, Steve, had to say to Fox News about the audio and the video clip.
That film, to the family, we've had that film for a while. I believe the business reached out to us directly, and after they had given it to the police. So it was kind of comforting to us because it's just two girls having a good time talking about, asking about their bartender and just being girls on their way to the grub truck.
Yeah, but the dad's got to understand. I mean, this is hours before these two girls were murdered, so that's why we're talking about. We're looking at everything.
Steve Gonsalves told Fox News that Adam is the bartender that the girls were talking to that night, and he is not part of the murder investigation. He's not a suspect. And joining me to discuss this new piece of video and the other developments in the Idaho case is Jennifer.
Okay, so Adam is just a bartender. Who knows? Maybe one of the girls was interested in Adam, and then the other girl told him that. Who knows?
Coffendoffer. She is a retired FBI agent. Jennifer, welcome to Sidebar. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Jennifer, this new piece of video, and I want us to just look at it very briefly, the clip. It shows Kaylee Gonsalves and Maddie Mogan after they left the Corner Club bar, walking down the sidewalk, and they are with Hoodie Guy, who has been, scrutinized heavily online, despite the police saying they do not believe he is involved in this crime.
Well, he's been scrutinized because we don't have, too many videos to go off of. We can only go off of what the police give us. So that's why everybody's scrutinizing him, I guess.
Let's take a look at this, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
Oh, but nobody's saying that hoodie guy or Jack is guilty of anything.
Okay, so Jennifer, we hear Kaylee and Maddie talking about Adam. Kaylee asks Maddie, what did you tell Adam? And Maddie says something to the effect of, I told him everything, and then the video moves on. So Steve Gonsalves said this Adam is their bartender. They've known about this video. He's not related to the investigation. So what are your thoughts?
I mean, how can they say, how can they rule anybody out, at this point? I mean, they have no idea, unless they're hiding something, which they definitely could be. But we've seen time and time again, people that their kids have been murdered. They defend, the boyfriend or the girlfriend, and then sometimes they come to find out that it was them that committed the murder. So I wouldn't rule anybody out, until they find who did it.
On this clip, it's so brief.
Well, first of all, I think it answers a lot of questions that some people might have about Hoodie Guy. From the onset, very early on, law enforcement has said they don't expect that he is involved in this murder and in this crime. Yet, he's been indicted on social media with little more than the way he looked or his positioning at the food truck. Really, was not clear to me why social media sleuths jumped on him with actually no factual information connecting him. In fact, for those sleuths that really watched all of that video, you could see him actually leave in the opposite direction.
Yeah, but when he leaves, it looks like he fucking flicks them off. And he's definitely pissed off, when he leaves. I mean, it's obvious. So, who knows? But that's why he's getting scrutinized. He looks like he flicks the girls off. The girls run away from him, and he looks like he's mad when he leaves. So,
of Maddie and Kaylee.
And why would the girls run off without him if they came with him? I mean, that's kind of weird, don't you guys think?
So it really made no sense, this belief that he was involved, combined with the fact that law enforcement said he wasn't. So in a way, the fact that this was released...
law enforcement could just be saying he's not involved so he doesn't, get his antennas up, I mean, there could be many reasons why they're saying that. Law enforcement has no idea who did this either, so.
I think adds to the picture that Hoodie Guy is not involved.
I would agree wholeheartedly, and I think it's really unfortunate. We've seen this in other cases too, but just to, heap so much suspicion on one person just because they were standing nearby. This shows that he was with them prior to arriving at the food truck. And
yeah, he was with them hours before they were brutally murdered. That's the only reason why we're talking about him. Everybody is.
He was standing around them at the food truck. He was with them. It appears they left the bar together. So for him to receive so much scrutiny...
They left the bar together, then they go to the food truck together, then the two girls run away from him and just leave him and you can tell they don't even tell him they're about to leave,
Online, I think, is wrong as this investigation proceeds, and other people have suffered from this as well, this type of scrutiny. We have this bartender, I guess the father says Adam is the bartender. I know when this first came out on Saturday, I was on one of the Facebook groups and I saw people then scurrying to look at Adam. Who's Adam on their social media accounts? Who are, Maddie And Kaylee.
Well, why wouldn't they be screwing? I mean, they obviously we want to know who all the players are and who they're talking about. I mean, come on, lady. I'm just trying to figure this out, just like the police.
Following with the name Adam, and so then this guy.
Nobody's saying anybody's guilty.
Gets put through the ringer. I mean, I find it to be really unsettling because this.
I think it would be more unsettling if we didn't look into these guys, you know, just to roll them out. I mean, or see if they did have something to do with it. I mean, you have to check out everything. Why wouldn't people look into that? I mean, come on.
This is like just a few seconds in time of their last night alive, and it could mean very little, if anything.
Exactly. It's very interesting how.
Well, you just said it. It's it's their last seconds alive. You know, their last hours alive. You're gonna look at everybody that was with the girls before they were fucking killed. I mean,
when we get a new name that's made public, then the sleuths just can go wild with that name. They look up all their media platforms, they look up what they've said, what they've done. Any small detail that they find out of sorts, they will take out of context and then blow that up to mean something much more conniving than it actually is. Even these words.
Yeah, well, she's right. Some people do that, but some people just want to look and see what the connection is.
That are said. When you listen to some of the YouTubers that I've already heard take these few words and blow it completely out of proportion, saying that it's very significant, and did you see the looks on their faces and the tone of their voices? And it's really terrible that this is happening to what I believe are innocent people.
Okay. You don't know if they're innocent or not, you know.
Certainly innocent at this point. And what that means, this kind of indictment to them in the future. You know, sometimes people will never be forgiven or seen as innocent when they're indicted.
And I haven't seen anybody accusing Hoodie Guy of being the murderer. Has anybody else seen someone accuse this guy of being the murderer? I haven't.
Social media with this veracity.
And I've been checking YouTube every day, so if you guys find someone that's actually accusing this guy, let me know. I wanna see it.
I want to turn now to the search for the white Hyundai Elantra. So let's look at a little bit of Moscow police discussing the search for the white Hyundai Elantra.
We have looked at massive amounts of video footage, especially in the critical camera areas, and we looked at the 24 hours prior to and 24 hours after of those, and now we're extending that out even further to other cameras and other time frames. We have massive amounts of people looking at this, multiple different groups looking at the different videos in different locations, just because...
Well, you better, you know, you better have everybody you got looking at this shit. This is the biggest case to ever hit Moscow, Idaho, ever.
You know, we have investigators all across the nation that are reviewing these videos for us and sending us back information on that.
Jennifer, we know that the FBI is assisting Moscow PD in searching for the white Elantra that is seen in this surveillance footage.
Remember, the dad is saying he thinks that someone borrowed the white Hyundai Elantra to use it for the murders.
The one that Moscow police say they are...
And there it is.
...confident that the occupant or occupants has information that could aid in this investigation.
Wow, they're confident. So, yeah, that white car must definitely have something to do with this murder.
22,000 white Hyundai Elantras, that's a lot. So how...
It's exactly what I said in my last video.
does the FBI assist Moscow PD in basically finding the needle in the haystack?
Well, this is what the FBI does so well, in large part because of all the resources we have.
Yeah, if I was a criminal and the FBI was involved, I'd be shitting my pants. The FBI has everything at their disposal, and they're going to use it.
So what they're able to do is take this list of 22,000 white Elantras, and they're able to distribute it to their different analytical forces that are throughout the United States. Particularly our top 15 offices have huge analytic squads, and this is what they do. They do it day in and day out. They comb through information. They contact individuals that would be associated with these cars, and they pare down one by one who could possibly be associated with an Elantra that could be associated with the time frame and Moscow and this incident.
All right, they're just going to keep going on about the Hyundai Elantra. I just wanted to see if they were going to talk about that video and if any new information came out, but obviously not. So, until something new comes out, your boy True Crime King is out.